Welcome to This Is the Day with me, Bo Chansey, and
Johanna Ruth Beachy.
Johanna. Whoa, okay. I didn't know we were like doing full names, like
Full names. I've already released my middle name, so they know. They already know.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we didn't discuss that ahead of time. We have a script.
Yeah, it's true. I did deviate from the script. Sorry, everyone. I threw a curveball there.
Okay, Johanna. Johanna, okay. This is an improv, okay?
Right.
This is a professional show.
Yes,
and we do
true.
things a certain way. And
Yeah, you're
come
right.
throwing in a Ruth when I'm not expecting it, I don't know what to do.
You could throw in yours. No, don't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you say. Welcome to This Is the Day. This is the day where you say your middle name.
Yep.
Okay.
Let us know your middle name, everyone.
Yeah, please. Yeah, because that'd be fun.
It would be.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of Lynn middle names.
Lynn's, Lee's.
Lynn's, Lee's,
That's
Marie.
common. Marie's, really?
Marie
goes with a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Elizabeth Marie, Ashley Marie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of the really common guy middle names.
Mine is Michael, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a few.
My dad's Michael.
Yeah.
Ace is Michael.
Yeah. There's a lot of Daniel middle names in my family because it's like a family name. So Joel, Daniel. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you have a really fun middle name.
Maybe.
Like
Esmeralda.
oh, that's fun. Or like Cinnamon. No,
That
that's
would
weird.
be an amazing one. It's a little weird, but that would be unexpected. I knew someone once whose first name was Sunshine.
I think
Her actual name was Sunshine.
Sunshine Cinnamon.
There you go.
I don't know, that's fun.
Sounds like a breakfast cereal.
It does. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm going to have some Sunshine Cinnamon.
Well, welcome to This Is the Day. It's a sunshine, cinnamon kind of
That's right.
way to start your day or finish your day or whenever you're watching, because you can watch live or on demand.
That's
but
right.
either way, we'd love for you to share the show.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Share something good.
We got lots of great stuff to share with you today. There's a chicken. Alice is riding a giraffe.
She's
holding
riding into fall.
a leaf. Dropping middle names like it's nobody's business.
Yep.
Look out. Fun stuff coming your
True.
way.
Yeah. Share
So,
away.
Yeah, just a reminder. It may not be the day you wanted or the day you would have drawn up, but it's the day you got, so have a day.
That's right. Have this day.
And this is the one. We've been talking about to-do-ins.
Right. Yes.
And just encouraging people to get out there and do some to-do-ins. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of focus on what you can't do, but
But you can do
what can you do? Yeah.
so many things.
And you can enjoy life in maybe different ways. I actually had this thought. Tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
There's a lot of talk, like in leadership in churches and everywhere, about what people want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is important. It's important
Sure.
to kind of
Yeah, it's good to
have your finger on
be
the
aware of
pulse
that.
of people and what the felt needs are or desires and heartbeat. Was like, well, people want a certain thing,
Yeah.
And I had this thought. I was like, well, we could spend a lot of energy trying to give people what they want.
Yeah.
Or we could spend energy maybe leading them into something better.
I like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
That was the thought I had. I don't know that they have to be mutually exclusive. I don't mean
they
that.
sometimes will be the same thing.
Yeah, they can merge.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times, that's kind of the thing about leadership too, is you're leading into an unknown.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
So whether you're, leading in your own family or in your work or, just even in your own life or your friend group or wherever, there's opportunities to lead. As you embrace and step into a new day, maybe step into something better.
I like that. I think we can help each other find out what's even better, and especially stepping into the unknown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the to-do-ins.
The to-do-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you may not be able to do the things you had planned on doing or wanted to do, but what can you do? So we can sit and reminisce about the good old days and what we wanted to do or could have done, or we can just step into the present reality.
Can I give an example of this?
Please do.
I'm gonna brag about my parents for a second here.
Okay.
So the Deerfield Fair is a very big deal in the Beachy family.
Okay.
It's like on par with Christmas.
Understood.
Not happening this fall, for obvious reasons. And we could, as a family, have just kind of sat around and like moped and been like heartbroken that the Deerfield Fair is not happening. But my parents, they created some to-do-ins that are going to be happening, and they are putting together. It's a surprise. We only know the day. It's happening this Friday, and they put together a whole like family fair day. that we're going to be doing all together. And I'm super excited about it because they were like, all right, we can't do the fair, but we're going to do something that we've never done before.
A family fair day.
Yep, they have all kinds of stuff planned, and they're like, it's a surprise, and we're not telling you guys.
This Friday.
This Friday.
If there was only a way that we could have somebody there with a camera
who would be good with video
to capture some of those things so we could see that. I love that.
Yeah. So that's an example of what we're talking about.
That's outstanding.
Think about the to-do-ins. You could be to-doing.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole new like family memory and tradition.
Exactly.
And, that's really cool. Love that. And so anyway, we're asking for you guys to share your to-do-ins because that's a great encouragement and encourages, I think, all of us to step into today and step into maybe something even better.
Yep.
And so you can send your to-do-ins, pictures, videos. What are you up to? Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but just we want to share that with you and encourage others to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com. And we do, part of the This Is the Day fam has sent us some to-do-ins.
Ooh, okay.
Our very own John Glennon.
Nice, John.
A This Is the Day contributor.
Yep,
sent us,
he is.
Oh, go back. I want to see the first photo. I didn't get to comment on it. Okay, so this first photo is of him and his wife Lillian on TB Island, Georgia, where they're celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary.
Wow!
Whoa! Yes. All right.
Way to go, John and Lillian.
That is amazing. So that's in Georgia, and then you can show the next photo. It's usually like 90 degrees there, but hurricane.
Ooh, wow!
Coming in.
Look at those clouds.
Yeah, so a little chilly there, but even in the midst of a hurricane and chilly weather, look at that sunset.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's gorgeous.
That's beautiful. Yep. No cars in that parking lot. They had that view to themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's kind of 45 years. That is worth
something to celebrate.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Love that. Congratulations, and John and Lillian, thank you for sharing that with us. And yes.
And if you think of it, let us know your middle names while you're at it.
John, for sure. Yeah,
I'm curious. Lillian, what?
Yeah. John.
Anyway, thank you guys. I loved seeing that.
Okay. Okay, so speaking of to-do-ins, Johanna, what did you do last night?
Tuesday to-do-ins.
Yeah.
I would describe the evening as very productive. Got lots of things done. Grocery shopping. Went to my library and swapped out my books. That's always exciting. My library is in the next phase of reopening, so I think I have to search this down, but I think you can actually now book an appointment to go inside and browse the library, which I'm really excited about. So that's next. Did my French lesson, and then I was in a home buyer class that I'm in right now.
A home, like how to buy a home?
Yep, how to buy a home. Learning all about mortgages.
Oh.
Very, very fun and exciting. But hey, it's good information. So it's it's with eHome. It's a remote learning class thing. So I did that last night for a little while.
Wow.
Yeah. I do now know the 4 parts of a mortgage.
There are 4 parts of a mortgage?
4 parts. There's the principal. See what I can remember. Okay, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
Okay.
Are all the 4 components of a mortgage, apparently. So that was a good review to make sure I remembered that.
There you go.
Yeah. That was my Tuesday to-doings.
A class.
A class.
I didn't.
On home buying.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm looking into buying a house.
We bought our first house when I was 23.
Yikes.
Yeah, we didn't take a class. It was just like, how much?
That
okay.
seems so young to me.
Sign here, and here, and here.
Yeah.
And here.
Wow.
A lot of middle name writing that day. Yeah, that's all.
Signing away a lot.
All I remember. The principle is, you're in debt for 30 years.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm taking this class because I don't want to do that. So, yeah. That was my my to-doings.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I wanted to, you say words that together that I don't hear like maybe ever.
Oh, okay. What's
so
that?
Like you said the words my and library together.
Oh yes, my library.
like it's the Johanna Ruth Beachy Library.
I mean, it is my library.
Is there a wing named after you in
No. Nothing like that.
Like a corner? Like, do you get a nook? What?
So I've been going to that library, I think probably since I was 4, 5 years old. I remember when I got my first library card there. It was a very big deal.
Yeah, but you're... Yeah, I mean, you've gone rogue. I'm outing you on the show.
Okay.
Like, it's not even really your library anymore, is it?
You mean like, do I live in that town?
That's what I'm saying.
I do not technically live in that town anymore.
Whoa.
So hopefully my librarians are not watching this because
My good, like.
I kind of let them still think that I live in that town. There's a librarian there that remembers me from when I was a kid, so she knows that no matter where I live, that will always be my library.
I know you come across as so like prim and proper, but you've got this rebellious streak.
Yeah.
Wow. My library.
That's right.
You don't even live in
It
that
is.
town. What?
What can I say?
Forged a library card.
I kind of did. I have a library card under false pretenses.
It's like when you're giving your testimony to kids. Yeah, you know, my upbringing,
Yeah.
I really had some rough struggles.
I had a bad youth
You know,
for
like-
a while.
When my friends were getting their first fake ID, I was forging a library card. It was,
That's
I was going down the
absolutely
wrong
me.
path.
Yep. You don't want to lie to librarians.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm living a risky life by doing
My
that.
goodness, you are on the edge.
Yeah.
If we don't see her for a while, we know the jig is up.
Yep. I got found out. The librarians got me.
Okay,
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
I did used to live right
No,
next
no,
to that
don't,
one. I know.
just
I know.
don't.
The thing is, I just own it. I don't live there, but it's my favorite one, and I keep going anyway.
I think they're probably
So,
cool with it.
I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a pretty good track record of bringing the books back, so
Maybe buy a house next
Yeah.
to the library.
maybe. I could actually, so my library does this really cool thing. I don't know if other libraries do this, actually. They'll show you how much money you saved by using the library instead of buying the book. So somehow they have it, like in your printout receipt, it'll show you, like, if you had bought these 3 books instead of getting them from the library, it would have cost, like, I don't know, $40-some. And it'll keep a record of, like, how much you've saved since you've been using that library. And so with this current card that I have, I just noticed this when I went to the library last night. It told me I have saved $6,000 in books that I would have spent buying them, but instead I got them from the library.
Yeah.
So there you go.
As an author, I want you to know that doesn't excite me.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
FYI, just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, as a reader, that excites me, though.
Yippee skippy.
But yeah.
My side hustle's drying up. But no, that's cool. Yeah, no.
But now I can put
Love
that all
the
towards
secondary
house.
market on Amazon too. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you could you could buy my book new for $12 or
used from someone.
for $4.
Right.
And by used means that somebody was like, "Hey, I bought you this book. You should read it." And you went, "No way.
Right.
I'm going to put it on
Sometimes
Amazon."
they're still brand new.
I know what's
Yep.
happening.
Yeah, this is true.
And those signed copies, they're really going. I'm just kidding. All right. So your library.
Yeah, my library.
Good for you.
There you go.
Okay. Buying a house, maybe.
There were
Learning.
hoping to. Or, okay, well, I am also potentially going to renovate a barn, but we'll see. I'm not sure about that yet. I'm still figuring that out. So, more news on that to come.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. So like, Inslee, my youngest, 13, 8th grade.
Yeah.
She was complaining about school and you know, it's like I can hear when they start speaking in TikTok. I just it's like they start saying
Yeah.
things and I'm like, yeah, that's not an original thought. And you know, you know, she's like, I don't know history and language arts and you know, teach me how to pay my taxes and buy a house. And I went, you stop right there.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Missy.
Yeah.
And like all this stuff that I said, the point of school is you're learning how to learn. And if you learn how to learn, then you can learn anything.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what it really is.
of course.
I mean, all of those things are good things to learn, but you have to become a learner first.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Maybe even
Speaking
learning.
TikTokian.
Yeah, maybe even learning how to, you know, appreciate a good argument on TikTok, although it's easily demolished. But,
Well, yeah, there you go.
okay.
Well, there we saw John and Lillian's to-do-ins. We talked about my to-do-ins. I think it's only fair for you not to be left out that we ask, hey, Bo, what did you do last night?
Well, I don't talk about that. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you ask, but in fair, I'm not really
Yeah.
interested in that either. Yeah,
No.
no, I don't want to talk about that at all. I don't. This is interesting though. I will say, right before I went to sleep last night,
Okay.
an email came in, and I wasn't just quite wasn't ready to go to sleep. So I checked my email, And it was a rough cut of a new video we're going to be doing each week as a part of MCC, and it was something we're calling the MCC High Five.
Yes.
And we'll be showing it like tomorrow. I think we're planning on
Nice.
debuting it on This Is the Day tomorrow. But I saw the rough cut of it last night, and so it's just a high five. So every week we're making a video of just 5 great things that happen as a part of MCC, the life of our church every week. And it's like a 3-4 minute video.
Sure.
I think it was 3 minutes. And it was fantastic. Like I was just like, this is amazing. I was so excited about our church. I was excited about Jesus. It was well done. I can't wait to share it. Anyway, so I went to sleep like, just smiling and going, oh God, I love you and I love your church. So that was pretty cool.
I like that.
And I woke up thinking about it this morning, just like, high five, church.
That's why we're doing it, right?
The high five?
Yeah. Like, so you see, like, look at what God is doing. Look at what the good things are that are happening.
Yeah, just here's 5 things that happened this week that you might not have known about otherwise. But here you go.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share that tomorrow.
I'm excited to see it now.
And then we're gonna be in my weekly email, and it'll be a part of our services, and we'll be all over.
So you'll be able to see it. You'll find it.
Oh yeah. Well, and then every week,
Sure.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was pretty jazzed about that. Yeah, I don't want to talk about what I did. This is dumb. What I do want to talk about is this. Verse of the day.
Verse of the day.
That's right. Your Version Bible app gives us a verse of the day, and we encourage you to download the app, get the verse of the day, read some scripture every day, pray through it, listen to God, hear from Him. It's a way that God can really speak to you, and you can hear from Him, and then it gives you something worth sharing every day. So today's verse is from 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. So this is a reminder, 2 Timothy, it's the Apostle Paul. He's writing to Timothy, who is someone that he is, mentored in the faith, somebody who has been a co-laborer and working with him in starting churches and spreading this amazing news.
I love those letters because I feel like Paul is like, here's what I've learned, and he's just like opening up everything to be like, let me share with you what I've learned from God and what I've learned from doing this. And he's really intentional to like share that with Timothy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some real practical, but then also some correction and some rebukes. I mean, it's really cool, and there's a lot that we can learn and grab from there. So this is 2 Timothy 2, verse 15. It says, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time.
Yeah.
Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth. All right, what jumps out at you there?
Wow, there's so much in that one verse. There's like 3 things that jumped out to me.
Okay, you can do 3.
Which I'm still digesting all of them. So do your best was the first one that I noticed, which I think that's just start there, do your best.
Yep.
Then the other thing that jumped out to me was not being ashamed, that word ashamed. And then the third thing was the word handles, how you handle the truth. And that's, maybe it was because it's the last one that jumped out to me where my mind is like kind of sticking, is like how you're handling the truth, which I think this is in the passage where Paul is kind of sharing with Timothy about like how to handle false teachers, right? Or like how to handle like how people are sharing the truth around him. So there's that idea of like handling the truth there's like, it's just packed with stuff in that verse.
Yeah, so the immediate context around the verse, you're correct, but the immediate context around the verse is actually talking about just words that people use.
Wow.
And so right before that, he gives a warning about quarreling about words, just quarreling over words.
Yeah.
And he says it ruins those who listen. So like part of that there is, and I could be one of these people. I like conflict. I enjoy it. And I enjoy even wordplay and, even debate, like to take a position I might not even agree with. Yeah. And they say that's like playing devil's advocate, which, my thought on that is, does the devil really need an advocate? Let's, but I can enjoy some give and take and exchange there, and have a great time with that. But you need to be aware that it ruins those, like, who are listening. So there's, I thought about that like online.
Sure.
How like sometimes it really seriously does drive me nuts. Like I use my online presence, my social media presence intentionally. I'm very intentional. If I post something, it's almost always just to encourage and to give people like a little thought, a little something to chew on, maybe lift somebody up.
Right.
And then somebody might want to come in there and, give that little yeah, but, or that little, well, it could, you could think, whatever. And I'm like, bro or lady, like, look, yes, we could go there, we could do that, we could have this exchange, but you just like undercut for really no reason. I mean, it's not necessary. And it could ruin it for somebody else who was listening, somebody else who might have been encouraged or lifted up. And I guess it probably bothers me because I know I have those thoughts sometimes. Like I'll see something, and I'll go, oh, well, yeah. And I'm like, oh, heavens, no.
Right.
Get your hands off those keyboards right now.
Yeah.
Somebody here's trying to lift others up. Why am I going to come in and undercut?
We do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it ruins those who listen. It's kind of like this. If you're always saying things like somebody says something really cool or does something really neat, and you go, now I don't always agree with blah, blah, blah.
You have to add that in.
Well, of course you don't always agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't always agree with me, or why do we give these disclaimers? Just say, this was great, this was really cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so it ruins those who listen. And then the verse right after says, avoid godless chatter.
Good 3 words. That right there, those 3 words. Avoid godless chatter.
Yeah, knock it off. Yeah. The godless chatter. Anyway, so you're right. So just do your best stood out at you.
Yeah.
And then you said as
like what is it exactly, like
as one approved.
Does not need to be ashamed.
Yeah. Before God.
Right.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing.
Yeah.
People may try to shame you, but if you're right before God, then you're able to correctly handle the word of truth. Which it's this gift, it's this life-giving thing. It is encouraging and full of love and truth and grace and mercy and strength and power. Oh, so good. That's what we're sharing.
Verse of the day.
Verse of the day. Love it.
YouVersion Bible app.
That was fun. So I do love sharing that. Don't always love sharing the little closet calendar page.
You never know.
I know you bring a good attitude to it. I like that.
I'm open to it. They can surprise me.
I got a little jaded. I'll confess, and you've helped me repent. Which is good. Repent, rethink. That's what it means. Like
it's a new day. Always give them a chance.
Yeah, a new world. So I thought about that. I'm going in the closet today, and I had that moment of like, oh, here we go. And I was like, no, you know what, Johanna's right. Like some days the closet calendar is.
Sometimes they're excellent.
Yeah, or fun.
It's not always, but hey, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So today I went in with a different attitude.
Nice.
So I'm kind of excited to share this.
Okay.
It's a word.
Ooh.
Okay.
Speaking of words.
A new word. And the word is sagacious.
Okay.
Sagacious. I don't know why I do it like we're doing a spelling bee.
Sagacious.
Every time we have a word, I'm like, the word is sagacious.
And?
Sagacious.
S-A-G.
An adjective, sagacious, meaning of keen and far-sighted penetration and judgment, discerning, sagacious.
This is a great word. I have read this word before.
You've seen it?
I've seen this word before.
In your literary
I probably couldn't, in
perusing?
my literary adventures. I probably couldn't have given you the exact definition, so that's very helpful. But also, this is another example of the pitfall of being a reader when it comes to new words, because I have always said that word the wrong way.
Oh, maybe I don't know if I said it right. I don't actually know how to do the Pahonics thing.
The Pahonics I always read that as sagacious.
Maybe it is.
But
I think
sagacious
it has the
sounds a little, I don't know which one it is.
But what is if it has a line over the A? Does that mean it's A like a hard A? Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
Reading.
I don't know.
Words. Sagacious.
I don't know. Come on, Mom. Didn't you teach me phonics? Yeah. I don't know what those symbols mean.
Hook it on Pahonics.
So what's the definition again? Keen, far-sighted.
penetration and judgment discerning.
Okay.
So when I
Discerning.
honestly, I knew you were hosting today,
Yeah.
and I read it and I was like, Johanna Ruth Beachy is sagacious.
I hope so. I think I could be more sagacious
Oh,
as I go, as
I
I
don't
grow.
know if you were more, it'd be creepy. It's a little disturbing already. Yeah, you have
Well,
keen, farsighted judgment.
sagacious.
You're discerning.
Yeah.
The songstress is that way.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Always has been. Like I rely on her judgment and discerning nature. Very keen. I like
She's
that word, keen.
sagacious or
She's sagacious.
sagacious.
No, she's not that. She's just
She's
sagacious.
just sagacious.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's sagacious.
She's sagacious. I'm sagacious.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who you are.
That was a good one. I liked that for today, closet calendar.
Kind of fun.
I like learning new words.
Yeah, I think that's why I like reading is fun.
Yeah.
Because you can see a word and you just catch it in its context. And a lot of times where I look up a word while I'm reading, I just kind of like,
Yeah.
if I understand
No.
the meaning and the context, then I feel
But
pretty good.
my roommate does that. She will look up every word she doesn't know in a book. Some people approach it that way, which is perfectly fine. I can't like slow down like that. Like I'm
Yeah,
going in
I
the
wanna
story, I
know.
want to keep going, so I'm like, I'll just figure it out from the context.
Yeah, I might go cool word.
Yeah.
I'll have
Yeah.
that thought, like cool word.
Yeah.
Don't know what it means. Cool word. But
Very
I
occasionally
understood
I've looked it up, but no.
the sentence, so we're good there. All
Yeah.
right. Then in our kitchen, there's this
Yes.
other calendar that is gives us a national day to celebrate on
Yes.
on the fridge there.
Yeah.
And today is National Checkers Day.
Oh,
Checkers.
okay.
You know, like the classic.
Like the board game.
The board
That
game.
would classify as a board game, right? It's a game you're
Yeah.
playing on a board.
Yeah, it's a board.
Okay.
Like we have it right here. Yeah, the game of checkers. Did you ever play a lot of checkers?
I don't know that I've ever played a game of
Oh,
checkers,
well,
actually.
Okay, well, just so
Yeah,
you know, I've
no.
never lost a game of
Oh,
checkers.
all right.
I'm
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
a new day.
if there was a grandmaster in checkers like there is in chess, I would have achieved that level long ago.
Okay.
Master.
Interesting. Are there not grandmasters in checkers?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
think so.
Interesting.
But
Are there like checkers tournaments that you can play, that people can play in?
They won't invite me because I'm
you would just win?
overqualified. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought we could maybe a speed round.
I'm open to trying.
Okay.
Okay.
So
a
we're-
speed round.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
we're gonna move. So you move diagonally. You know, I've got the. I'll start. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
I think I'm gonna go here.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. Okay, like that. I'm gonna go here. Speed round. Let's go. What are you doing here? Okay. Oh wow. All right. I'm gonna go here. Speed round. Move something. Oh, what? Okay. I'm gonna go here. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, come on, keep going. Okay, so then.
What?
Oh wait. I'm not supposed to take my hand off, am I?
No, you can do whatever. But speed round. What are you gonna do? Something here?
Okay, I can do this, but then I think, right? Yes?
Wait.
No?
Oh no, I don't
Maybe
know what
so?
you want to do. I mean,
Can I go like this and jump?
yeah, but then there's.
Oh, 2 of them. All right. Well, now we know who would be the grandmaster at checkers.
That was dumb.
Johanna!
Okay.
You don't even get a fun dip for that.
Oh no, I wouldn't expect a fun dip. Just the winning is enough in and of itself.
That was a terrible board flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you prepare
Maybe only
something for me
partially.
there? Did you? No. Okay. Thank you. First and foremost, I just would like to apologize to my friends and family and all those who know me and know that sometimes my competitive spirit does get the best of me, and I've been known to overreact. I'd also like to apologize those who have seen me overreact in a far superior manner, and that board flip was less than ideal. Please respect my privacy during this very difficult and challenging time.
Yes. Thank you.
Well written.
The checkers community needed to hear that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. A little embarrassing.
All right, checkers is kind of fun.
That was a very sagacious observation.
Yes.
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 Sagacious. Speaking of,
Yeah.
did you know that celebrating National Checkers Day, that's one thing.
Right.
Now I've kind of
Right.
lost my zeal,
Okay.
my zest.
I've got lots of it, so
I've lost
we're
my
good.
zest for the checkers. Now, thanks for ruining that for me. Ruiner of life. So I need something else to
Yeah.
celebrate. Did you know that today is Ariana's birthday?
What? I did not know that.
So Ariana Earnshaw, who often sits in this seat,
Yes.
and one of our worship leaders on staff at MCC, today's her birthday. Happy birthday,
Wow.
Ariana.
Happy birthday, Ariana.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
She's just sitting right there in her bed eating birthday cake, watching This Is the Day.
That
going,
probably. Yep.
with a corduroy visor.
Do we know how old she's turning?
No, I don't know.
No,
I don't ever ask.
either. Okay. Right.
Yeah, we do know. The professor.
It-
I don't want to call it
Does that-
the
does that-
professor.
It sounded like he was saying she's turning 12.
No,
I don't
he's-
think that was right.
He's like the deuce, 22.
22.
22.
All right. Wow.
Good year.
2-2.
Good year. Yeah, I was getting ready to buy my first house at 22, Ariana. What are you doing?
She's sitting in her bed eating birthday cake.
So much better. So smart.
Wow.
All
Happy
right.
birthday, though.
Yeah.
We love you. You're amazing. We celebrate you today.
We do. Happy birthday. Love it. All right. So, it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
On Monday, we get some motivation.
So much motivation. Changes the
Monday.
week.
I know.
Yep.
Tuesday, we get some tips.
Tips could change your life.
Everybody's getting tips on
Yep.
Tuesday. And then on, what do we get? Wednesday?
Wednesday Wonder.
Oh, it always is
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's a wonderful Wednesday.
We bring some wonder every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I wonder,
Right.
what kind of sagaciousness do you have?
So many wonderful things to choose from in the world,
Yeah.
as we know. It's full of wonder, every day discovering more. But I do think, and I think you and the Just As Day family would agree, that one of the most wonderful things out there to celebrate and experience are unlikely animal friendships.
Oh, those are fun.
They
love that.
really are.
Yeah.
Yep.
It gives us hope, I think.
I think it does. It just brings hope. You don't need to be the same, and you can be best friends. You can even be family. So we have an unlikely animal family
Okay.
to share today. Kiki and his brothers. This is Kiki in the front here, the cat, and these are his 3 brothers behind him. And they are a family. They do everything together. Kiki sees no difference between him and his brothers. They play together just like siblings do. They eat together. They go on adventures together. They take family photos together. I like Kiki's little collar in this one. And they take walks together. There's Kiki with his brothers and some of their friends.
Now.
Look at them. Kiki and his brothers. Pretty wonderful.
I hope so. I like to look at that and go, that's real.
Yeah.
But then there's that part of me that sees those cat eyes and thinks the cat's just like, oh, dogs.
Oh, it's real. I believe in it. I believe it is real.
If there was a cat that
Yeah.
acted like a dog, I might be down.
I've had a cat that acted like a dog.
Best kind of cat.
Yeah. His name is Darcy.
Darcy.
Yeah. I think yes, that was the name.
You had a boy cat named Darcy?
Yep.
Darcy.
This was a really great cat, actually. My sister was really little when we had this cat, and he used to, she had trouble falling asleep because, kids do, and he used to, stay, just like a dog, stay on her bed until she had fallen asleep, and then he would leave as, her little comfort animal.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there we go. They can be wonderful. Kiki and his brothers, an animal family.
Yeah. So if you want to fight like those cats and dogs.
Right.
The cat and dog. I don't know.
Exactly.
Avoid the quarreling over words.
Yeah, you don't need the,
Godless
avoid the godless chatter.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That'd be so fun when somebody baits you today. You feel baited, whether they were baiting you or not, I don't know. But when you feel baited today to get into one of those arguments, just I hope these words will resound in your heart and mind. Avoid godless chatter.
I'm just picturing, I wouldn't do that, but maybe don't. I'm picturing, if someone says something you don't want to, I'm sorry. I'm avoiding godless chatter today. But just say it in your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say that may
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels like a dig.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That might not lead to avoiding the godless chatter, but yeah.
Okay.
Avoid it today.
Speaking of godless chatter, Not true.
No, not at all.
We got the small prayer in the Union Leader, front page news every day.
Yep.
That is not godless chatter. That is
That's the opposite.
big time, real deal.
Yep.
Breaking news every day. That's what I'm saying. If you know where to look, right?
Right there on the Union Leader.
I know you might just go, well, the media, the news, I'm out. But no, if you dig in and you look a little bit, you can find some.
Every day, the small prayer is there.
Some goodness there. Front page news. There was an incident with Jelly and a bear.
Jelly the bear,
No,
or
Jelly
and a bear?
And a bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it say what happened there?
Yeah, it does. This Swansea man may lose his hunting license for 3 years because he baited a bear with jelly.
Is that not allowed?
It is, but you have to have a specific license for that. Okay, let me tell you this.
He used the wrong kind of jelly.
Hunting is far more, like the legal requirements for hunting, and that is not a comment on government or anything, I'm not a hunter, are far more complicated than buying a house.
Yes.
And I now know more about it having read an article.
Wow. All right.
Just because the headline caught me, Fish and Game, jelly was the giveaway, an alleged bear baiting case. I was like, well, I must know more, and now I do.
Okay, so be careful what jelly you use, hunters.
Just make sure you have the jelly license.
Yeah.
Just go into the Fish and Game office. I'm gonna need a jelly license.
Grape jelly.
Well, which one do you need? You want the jam or the jelly license, or you want both? I don't know.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Very informational. Good to know.
That was, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Small prayer.
Yes, please.
Front page, bottom right corner. Union Leader every day. It says, help us, Lord, with others who may be in despair. May we show them your love. Amen.
Every time.
Let's pray it. Help us, Lord, with others who may be in despair. May we show them your love. Amen.
Amen. May we show them your love.
Yeah, when people are others who are in despair, that's a tough, that's hard. So help us, Lord. That's not always, sometimes when people are in despair, we want to maybe tempted to back away, or, you can say things like, well, I'm going to give them space, or, whatnot, but to really show them God's love. And God, he's a comforter, and in his presence is a big deal.
Another thing I think he does, which is really cool, is he helps you see the people who are around you who may be in despair.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get caught up in our own stuff that we have going on and just not even notice someone who's right there, whether it's like physically there or even just like coworkers, if you're working remotely or something, to actually be able to see if there's someone who is in that place and to be like, okay, this is someone that God is prompting, like, let me share his love with this person.
Or someone who's in despair, you might potentially really be tempted to overlook.
Yeah.
Because, a lot, I mean, it is part of our nature that I think we're all constantly daily repenting of, to see people and assign value to them based on what they can give to us. Yeah. And then we make assessments on how much I'm willing to invest in that relationship based on the return on my investment. And someone who's in despair may not be in a spot to give us, that return on investment. So we withhold or overlook would probably be the most, that would be.
So instead, pray that today and share God's love.
So Wednesdays are wonderful.
They truly are.
Part of the reason why is the Union Leader gives us flavors, the flavor section.
Food.
I think it's cool that they do. Every Wednesday there's a whole section.
I'm always happy I'm here for that on Wednesdays.
For food. And it says, eat your coffee.
Ooh, okay.
Eat your coffee. This little thing on the front there, that caught my eye.
That looks good.
Yeah, it says it's coffee gelatin sweetened with sweetened coconut cream added.
I would absolutely try that.
I don't know where you could get some of that, but.
It doesn't tell you where you can get it?
Yeah. Oh, it's over at the Bedford Village.
Oh, BVI.
Okay. I believe so.
Yep, I believe it.
Okay. And you can like do a rub on a steak or something like that. Sports. Things are happening.
Stuff happening in the sports world.
There are some to-doings. Yep. Oh, but then there was this article that was I was amazing, incredible article that it's been changing my life, this Family Circus article.
Not an article.
It's whatever. So this insightful little spitfire of a girl, so just wise beyond her years.
Okay.
That's the best way I have to
Yeah.
put it. And I
Yeah.
like that we're getting some of this, that, you know, these thoughts that are older that are now being applied in new ways, and she's just on point, and this is a great way of thinking. She says, okay, notify the tooth fairy, Mommy, I'm another tooth older. So she's had a tooth come out, and
Yeah.
she's like, you know that I never even understood the phrase long in the tooth until
Sure.
yeah. I read this, and I was like, oh yeah, you're getting older because there's a new tooth coming in, and the old tooth's going out, and she's not sitting there going, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, I lost a tooth, my tooth is gone, oh no, my tooth is gone, and it fell out, now I'll never have another tooth. She's like, no, notify the tooth fairy, Mommy, I'm another tooth older, I'm still here.
Yeah, the positivity in that outlook is just radiating off the page.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't even have to
Really is.
fake it, just like, boom, shakalaka, Mama. It's a
Good
new
job.
day.
You're right.
I got a new tooth.
Yep.
Out with the old, in with the new. Notify the tooth fairy. Let's go.
She's ready.
Love that.
And she's right. She is a tooth older.
So good.
Yep. Good
Back
job.
page, this is just, we got some guy pretending to be Jesus.
Oh, wow. With a very large parasol.
Yeah, and what I mean by pretending to be Jesus, I don't mean like, you know, like a passion play.
No.
I mean
Okay.
like he's claiming that he's like Jesus
wow.
come back.
So he's really going for it.
Yeah, he's been arrested,
dear.
and some of the leaders of this group that he's been leading over in Russia. Yeah.
Oh, he's Russian. Okay.
I don't know if he's Russian or not, but
that's where he is.
Siberia is. Yeah,
Okay.
Russia detained Siberian sect leader.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
What's
right.
that? Then you got a little got a gorilla with baby twins. Proud mama.
Baby gorillas.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the news.
those are pretty cute.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Eat your coffee.
Way to go, union leader.
Want to do a little everyday with Jesus?
Yes, I do.
Every day. Our daily devotion
Yep.
in 140 characters or less. Today's thought says, our world is a lost and found box. People exist void of purpose, waiting to be found and given function. The lost are here, but is anyone looking? And then the verse is Mark 10:21. Jesus looked at him and loved him. One thing you lack, he said. Go sell everything you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me.
You know what I thought is like, this is kind of what I was saying before about like seeing people and looking for them. Because like this young man who came and Jesus answered him with this, like he was looking for, what do I do? And Jesus looked at him and saw him lovingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What must I do to inherit eternal life? Be an heir.
Yeah. Right.
But that means a new identity.
It's true.
Whole new meaning and purpose. People exist void of purpose, waiting to be found and given function. The lost are here, but is anyone looking?
Yeah.
When I just read this, I chuckled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna confess something. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever said this. When I wrote this book,
Yeah.
I probably had about 250 tweets
Okay.
already written to pull from, but I had a deadline to get the book done.
Right.
And I was about 100 short. So I needed to write 100 of these devotional thoughts,
Okay.
like in one day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when I read this, I laughed because I remembered where I was when I wrote it. I was in the lobby of Compass Christian Church, where I was working as a teaching pastor, and I was just looking at things in the lobby and writing about them, and there was a lost and found box.
What?
Yeah. Like, if I...
That was like literal inspiration for that.
Yeah, that's why I laughed, because I was like, I know, I saw the lost and found box, wrote that, added the scripture.
Wow.
So sometimes when I'm reading this, it'd be one about a sign, you know.
And you have to remember the sign that you saw.
Or, you know, a door or stairs.
Wow.
I can picture that lobby the way it was when I was writing these. So I wrote like 100 of these in a day. That was one of them.
With lobby inspiration.
Lobby inspiration.
Wow.
It had a little
That's
coffee shop there.
hilarious.
So anyway, maybe we'll We'll take note of those
Yeah.
moving forward. But
Yeah, that was a good behind the scenes in how that book got written.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, it worked, right?
Yeah, it's here.
Wow.
Yeah. You can go on Amazon and probably get it for $1.
You can get a used copy right on there.
All right.
Wow.
Yep. And do a little
Lost and found box. Anyway.
Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, indeed. Always do.
Searching for people, that's not trivial, but we'll do a little Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
All right. So the way this works is we're going to pull one card. 6 questions on a card. We're going to invite you to make a guess at all 6. I'm going to guess at all 6, so just guess. Come on. Participate.
Try.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Make a guess.
Go for it.
If you get all 6 right, we'll send you a congratulatory fun dip in the mail. We have 2 sets of cards, the original 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit, or the 40th anniversary, fresh, hot off the presses, brand new cards, dealer's choice, old or new.
Okay, you said 40th anniversary edition, right? So in honor of John and Lillian's 45th.
Okay, we're going new.
We're going new.
Or we could go old. Either way.
Well, you could interpret it either way. It's true. Yeah. I'm going new. Okay. I've already got it. So.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going new cards. All right. So here we go. Play along.
Ready.
Ready.
Blue.
Blue. Geography.
Which European capital features a bronze statue of Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid? While you are thinking, fun fact: Little Mermaid is the first movie that I ever saw in the theater.
Okay. Fun fact.
Yep. So, which European capital?
European capital.
European capital.
Hans Christian Andersen's statue of the Little Mermaid.
A bronze statue of Little Mermaid.
Wow. I have no idea.
Okay.
So I am going to say Oslo.
Okay. I have no idea either, but I think I'm going to make a guess as well. I have not looked at the answer yet.
Okay.
I'm going to guess Copenhagen. I don't know why. That's where I went.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Copenhagen?
Yes.
No. What? That's amazing.
Okay, I can't look at the others because I want to keep going.
Fine. You want me to read you the card?
Oh, wait. Despite her beloved status, she's had her head stolen 3 times.
Okay.
Who would take the Little Mermaid's head?
Off with her head.
Wow.
Copenhagen.
Okay. Okay.
What country is Copenhagen in?
Denmark.
Denmark. The Danes.
The
See,
Danes.
Yeah, I was going further north. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pink.
Pink. Entertainment.
Tom Cruise is called Maverick in which film?
Okay, this is the greatest, easiest duh ever. Do you know?
No.
Okay, well then you're out.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
Watch your movies.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. Sometimes I have to set the books down and go
First
watch a
movie
movie.
I ever saw in the theater, Little Mermaid. Last movie I saw in the theater, Little Mermaid. Tom Cruise was called Maverick in Top Gun.
Okay, yes, I've heard of that one. Okay, yes indeed.
Yes, okay.
Top Gun, his partner is code-named Goose.
Goose.
So he's Maverick, his partner's Goose, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yellow.
Yellow history.
Which U.S. president was known as the Great Communicator?
It's debatable.
Yeah. Which U.S. president was known as the Great Communicator?
Wow, there's several of them that were really gifted communicators.
I know he's an obvious. Oh, sorry, I'll let you guess first.
Yeah, I mean, people love. I mean, off-quoted Abraham Lincoln.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
But just for sheer volume of communication, I would go FDR.
Okay. I'm going to go with Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Just because I think he was brief in his speeches, which I think,
The brevity.
Yes, the brevity is
full
what's making me
score
choose
in
him.
7 years.
Yes.
I don't know if he talked that way.
What? Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah, TV personality, yeah.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of people who got that right who are like, what is wrong with these two jokers?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one. Apparently he was known as a great communicator.
Ronnie Reagan.
Okay.
Okay.
He had a background in acting, right? Didn't he? Okay. Purple.
Yes, he had a background in acting. Okay, purple, art and literature.
Which sci-fi trilogy by Isaac Asimov ponders the rise of galactic empires, but does not have any extraterrestrials in it? I don't actually know what he wrote.
Sci-fi trilogy.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I've heard his name, but I've never read any of his books.
Yeah.
So maybe he's read multiple. It's saying which sci-fi trilogy by him ponders the rise of galactic empires, but does not have any extraterrestrials in it.
I have no idea. Dune.
Dune? I have no idea either. Did he write Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
That would have been my guess. So let's see. Foundation.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Foundation.
Okay, that is a sci-fi trilogy apparently.
By the way, The Hitchhikers, all the books, amazing. Love
Really?
them.
Okay, yeah, I've never read them,
all.
but they're on my wanna read.
They're great.
So.
Okay.
Green.
Green, Science and Nature.
Which company's invention revolutionized coffee brewing with its introduction of the single-serving plastic K-cup?
Okay. Well,
What?
believe the answer.
Okay.
Probably know this one. I mean,
I'm assuming, is it like the name of the machine?
I would think so.
I would think.
Keurig?
Yeah, Keurig. Is that the?
I don't know.
Yes!
Okay.
Keurig. They now sell biodegradable pods too.
Good. Don't like them.
Good to know.
Well, I don't know about the biodegradable ones. The other ones, it makes my coffee taste like plastic. I can tell.
Ugh, yeah.
Ugh, that's why I don't use lids either.
No.
Okay.
An easy way to do single-serve coffee is to just do like the pour-over one.
Pour over.
Yeah. Even French press is like two. Anyway.
It's a little messy.
All right, Keurig.
Yeah.
Got that. Okay. Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What is the famous city in Kentucky that is home to Slugger baseball bats?
Oh, I've been there.
No idea.
Slugger baseball. Well, okay.
Slugger baseball
Oh, that's
bats.
what they said that because they didn't want to give away the answer because it's the name of the city plus Slugger.
Oh, okay. Famous city in Kentucky.
Yeah, and then I want to tell a story about it.
Okay.
The answer is Louisville.
Yes, you are correct. Da-ding.
Yes. And I had a really cool opportunity a few years back to be in Louisville with Bob Russell, who was senior pastor of a church there for several decades, one of the first mega churches. And anyway, dude's just amazing doing mentoring stuff. And one of the things that he set up for us is we went over to Louisville Slugger and met with like their CEO.
Okay.
And sat around a table in their conference room and were able to ask questions and about the business and leadership and all kinds of stuff. It was a small group of us. And then we got a tour, even kind of behind the scenes. And so they have like a room where they have every model baseball bat they've ever made for any player.
Whoa.
So I could pull like, and they're just all lined up and they're numbered and, you know, and I could pull like Babe Ruth's model bat. And, you know, hold it and put it back, you know, Mickey, you know, any of these greats.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and look at them. Great, it was a great tour, fun day.
Huh. So the name of the company is Slugger?
Louisville Slugger.
Louisville Slugger, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they since have sold. But they were like family-owned business.
So were those it was like the model of the bats that they had made for those players, or had those players actually like used those bats?
They were like the specs for the bat.
Okay.
So some of them were very old. They were like the specs for the bats. Yeah. And then they make a number of bats for every season.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then they had some, you know, in cases, like some really old bats that the players used and stuff.
Never been to Kentucky myself.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, Louisville's a cool
Wait, maybe
city.
I think I've driven through actually. I might have driven through Kentucky.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did you see a lot of bluegrass?
I don't remember the bluegrass.
It's Bluegrass
no,
State.
Bluegrass
I know.
State though.
Yeah,
I do
bad.
remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Louisville Sluggers.
You know, okay. If you got all 6 right, we want to know. Send you a fun dip in the mail.
Yep.
We should have known Ronald Reagan. I feel a little
I
bad
would
about
not
that.
have known Ronald Reagan.
I
He was president when I was born though.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to do a little JoJo's Boom Boom Book Review.
JoJo's Boom Boom Book Review.
Such a good setup. I'm just like, if I wasn't ready to talk about books all the time, I definitely would be after hearing that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Books for today. First one I'm going to recommend is a fiction book. This is one that I've just recently read. A friend introduced me to this author, Wendell Berry, and I just read his book, Hannah Coulter. So good. He wrote a ton of books and poetry and stuff, and he's just an author that I recently discovered. So I would really recommend like any of his. I've just got a few more of his books to read, but this one was excellent. It just tells the story of like a farming community, starting like right after World War II and then like coming up to the 2000s. So it's like the history of that community. But such a good author, incredible way with words. One of those authors, like we were talking about, like a real skill as an author is when you can write something really powerful with few words, like with the brevity.
Yeah.
So definitely would recommend him, Wendell Berry. I'm excited to try some of his poetry. Got a book of that to try. So that is fiction. Wendell Berry, Hannah Coulter. For nonfiction, I'm going to recommend a book called The Desert Flower. It is the story of Waris Dirie. I first read her story when I was a kid, and I was really captivated by it, and then like found out that she had written a whole book, and so got the book, and they've actually turned it into a movie too now, which I have seen that movie. This is the story of Waris Dirie. She's a woman who grew up in Somalia, and it's just about her life and her journey out of that. She grew up in some tough circumstances, and then she immigrated to London, and she ended up becoming like a supermodel and worked as a model, and now is like a mom and has kids and everything. But really, really powerful story. Just to hear, like, I get so inspired by like people and their stories and hearing about their life, and like when people overcome tough circumstances and then just end up having like a whole different life. So I'd recommend that. She actually wrote a few of them because she ended up doing a lot with like women's rights around the world and stuff like that. So Desert Flower is the nonfiction book that I would recommend for today. And for a kid's book for today, I don't have them physically with me because I read them at a friend's house with her daughters, but I'm recommending the Mercy Watson series. It is a series of kids' books. It is written by Kate DiCamillo, who wrote like Tale of Despereaux, and I think Because of Winn-Dixie was her book as well. So she has this series called the Mercy Watson series, and they're really good for like beginning reader level. So I'd highly recommend that you like have a reading time, story time with your kids where you're reading aloud to them. And then when you make the switch and your kids start reading aloud to you, which is a great way for them to practice reading comprehension, this is a great series for that when your kids are beginning to read for themselves. So they're right around like early elementary level. But Mercy Watson is actually, she's adopted by the Watsons, but she's actually a pig. She's a porcine wonder is how the books describe her. Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And the illustrator for these are one of my favorite, Chris Van Dusen. He illustrated the Circus Ship book that I had recommended on here. So the whole Mercy Watson series is excellent. I'd really highly recommend those. Warning about them, they will make you want to have hot buttered toast because that is a theme throughout all of the books. Mercy loves hot buttered toast with jam. And so, like, even the page numbers in the books have, like, a little piece of toast because it's, like, a theme throughout it. But, yeah, the Mercy Watson series is excellent. I'd recommend that one for sure.
All right, I got to make a comment on hot buttered toast.
Yes, please do.
Well, yeah, because it's one of those things where I rarely, almost never. But then every now and then I'm like, boy, there's nothing for breakfast. I'm going to have a piece of toast.
Yep.
And I eat it, and I'm like, this was delicious.
So good.
It was really enjoyable.
Yep.
You know what I like?
What do you like?
Jam's great, jelly's great. I like a little cinnamon sugar.
My mom used to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, lightly toasted. I don't like it. I don't like it too crisp. I like a little light toast. Little cinnamon.
What do you like to put on your hot buttered toast? Because I have had that before.
Yeah.
I'll put a little jam sometimes. I'm not like always into it's the whole like cooked fruit thing a little bit. But sometimes just plain butter is all I really need. Yeah, hot buttered toast is a pretty good way to start
pretty cool.
the day.
Got a couple updates for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So Heather Pfeiffer let us know that Mercy Watson is awesome. So we do.
Thank you, Heather.
We have a backup to that.
Excellent. I have been verified.
In your previous JoJo's Boom Boom Book review, you mentioned The Boy, the Mole, and the Fox. Which,
yes.
Did I get it?
The Boy, the Mole, the Horse, and the Fox.
The Horse and the Fox, okay.
Yeah.
And the illustrations, I remember this.
Yes.
You know, I'm a sucker for the illustrations. But Heather said she bought it, and it really is good.
Nice.
So you're.
I've been like double.
Yeah, no,
like,
you got verified.
Tried and true.
Been verified twice.
Yes.
And then one other thing, just so you know, because I know you don't know much about your own personal history. You have been to Kentucky, and you have stood on the track at Churchill Downs.
How could I forget that? It was during my horse crazy phase.
You had a horse crazy phase.
To where
you
they
went
have
to
the Kentucky Derby.
And you stood on the track.
Yep. Actually, okay. Back to the rule breaking, library rule breaking. I was a kid, and you were not allowed to step on the track but there was a fence and I could reach, and so I reached in and stepped my foot onto the track so I could say that I had stepped on it.
Yeah. And now everybody knows. I don't know how you blocked that one out of your memory there.
I forgot about that. That was a big deal. I was like 10 or something, and yeah, Churchill Downs.
Breaking news.
Yep.
Breaking
Thanks,
news.
Mom. I'm sure that was her.
No, that was
Oh,
Pops.
oh, wow. Okay,
Papa
thanks,
beat
Dad.
you there. Yeah. All right. Your dad's watching.
Yep, he's here.
That's cool. This is the day. We'll catch you tomorrow.